Good morning, Tube, and welcome back to another daily edition of Big Al's Barber Vlogs. Let's get into this.
Every day is snowing since I was told that you don't want me. Baby, you're just cold and you know I try to hold on to where there's no you.
So good morning, guys. Today is Monday, March 18th, I believe. This past weekend, Saturday, was fight night at my shop. So I have a pretty good story I want to tell you guys. So my cousins came down from my dad's side, which is that's from my own side, my dad's side. So my cousins came down. We all share the same grandfather, which was my grandfather, Manuel, who was the first generation barber in our family. So it was funny because my cousins hadn't been to my shop since the day that I opened it. Really, it had been like, it's almost going to be 10 years. They hadn't been there in that long since that time. So they were all like fascinated by the way my shop looked, and they were like, man, this is a nice shop, and blah, blah. I remember when the first time we opened it, we were here because they all came for the grand opening. The very first day I opened, all my family showed up. They were there just to support me. But it was funny because my cousin, when we were there, one of my cousins, Philip, was he was gonna get a beer from the back room. He went back there to get the beer, and when he went back there, he sat in the. It was funny because he went in there and he comes back out and he goes, hey primo, where's the bag of hair? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Bag of hair. He goes, the bag of hair. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Would I throw the hair away that's used? I go, I throw it in the trash, throw it away. He goes, no way. So Grandpa used to save it. And I'm like, what? And you know what's funny is that all of a sudden it clicked back in my mind, and I remember going to my grandpa. Of course, when I was young, these guys are 10 years older than I am, so they're a little bit older than I am. But I remember them. I remember my grandpa having this big old giant bags of hair in the back, and I remember that now. And my uncle was there, my Uncle Bob, who's my mentor. He's the second generation, and I was asking him right there and then. And I told him, I go like, "Hey, Uncle, I go, what was the bags of hair for? What did my grandpa do with them? Well, why did he save?" He goes, you know what? I don't know what they used it for, but he used to collect the old hair. He used to have this container in the back. It was like a barrel, and he would fill it up with hair, and whenever it got full, he would transfer it over into bags, and somebody would come and pick it up. And what they used it for, he doesn't know, but to me, I was like, that was so interesting, and I just wanted to pick their brains about it. But it was funny because they say that my grandpa had bags and bags of just hair, like clear bags of hair, and they were just stacked up. And he would collect it over the months, and then this gentleman would come and pick it up for him. I guess he didn't want to waste anything, but to me it's funny. But my question to you guys, like I've been in the business for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys are rookies or anything, but is there anybody out there who has family that was a barbers, who knows, or anybody who might know what they did his hair with, or what did they do with his hair? It just fascinates me. Now I hear that somebody told me that I guess human hair, if you sprinkle it around somewhere, cats won't come around, or something keeps some kind of animal away. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard. So I just want to let you guys in on that story, and let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys do. Do any of you guys out there, any barbershop owners out there, do you guys save your hair, or does everybody just toss it? Somebody out there, I figure, has got to know something about this. I'm not sure about it, but what happened to that hair? What happened to that hair? What do they do with it? You know what I mean? It's fascinating to me. But that's just something. Also, I'm going to set up an interview with my uncle. He already agreed to it, so that's going to be a very, very interesting interview, guys. I'm going to set that up. We're going to get that going, all right, guys? I'm here at the shop now. Get started on this day. You guys have a blessed day and grind on. I seriously need to do my investigation on this hair thing. I've been thinking a lot about it. Like I said, I have fond memories of going to my grandfather's barbershop, which was for me when I was young, years and years ago. But I remember the bags of hair now. I do remember them. I tried to pick my uncle's brain about it the other day, but you know, we were watching the fight and there was a lot going on there. So I definitely need to get together with him to do an interview with him. I'm gonna record it. I actually already asked him that day, and he said he's down. He's kind of quiet man, but he's all like, why? What do you? I go, you know what? I was explaining to him about my channel, explaining about you guys out there. How there's a tremendous amount of younger barbers out there, or guys trying to become barbers, you know. And, you know, with my help and, you know, his help, his stories, it helps them out, you know. And it's good to be able to hand down that history, you know, that history of how things were back then and what we did, and, you know, how they did their services. And, you know, I'm sure their services haven't changed too much, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of things have changed over the years, you know, a lot of things, you know. The services that we offer now, I think, are different than the services they offered back in those days. I think we're a lot, you know, probably more precise, more, you know, but back then it was, you know, everybody went to a barbershop, you know, everybody. Now you have choices, you have supercuts, you have, you know, salons. A lot of guys go to salons now. Back in those days, it wasn't like that. So, you know, it's just a different, but it would be a great interview. I know it's going to be the interview of the year right there. So I got to prepare myself. What I need to do is get some good questions to ask him. So if you guys have any good questions to ask him, let me know. That way the day I interview him, I can have a nice list of questions and we can go over them, and it'll be a good Q&A. I know it would be an epic video right there. So, guys, I'm kind of excited about that, you know. Today's been kind of busy at the shop already. You know, I got other things on my mind that are fucking bothering me, but, you know, I kind of want to just yell them out and talk about it, but, you know, it's better to keep, you know, other things private and keep your private matters private. But, you know, but this is what life is all about. You know, you roll with the punches, and you know, there's always somebody swinging at you. That's what I got to say. There's always somebody trying to knock you down, you know. But, guys, headed back to the shop. Finish this day off strong. I'm gonna do my investigation on this hair thing, and then we're gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna find out. All right, guys, I'm gonna get that. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back to the shop, finish this day off strong. Let's see what's up. Guys, that's it for tonight. I say night because it's already 7:30 at night right now. I'm just barely getting out of here. I got slam busy all day long. For being a Monday, it was an incredible Monday. We were both super busy. You know, just to reflect a little bit on what we talked about this week, you know, all the eventful things that happened with, you know, especially the thing about with the hair with my uncle, man. That's just craziness. I want to know from you guys, if you guys know anybody or anything, or if you heard anything like this. You know, to me, it's just interesting. It's fascinating. I can't believe that back in those days, people actually saved the hair for something. I've always made jokes here at the shop that I'm going to sell that hair and make pillows out of it, but I didn't think that people are actually doing something with it out there. But then again, I read something about that human hair keeps cats away, or I don't know. Maybe they were using it for something like that. I don't know what's going on with that. But this day is finally over. I'm gonna head home. Tomorrow's my day off, so tomorrow I will not be vlogging, but I will be dropping some tutorials. I think Wednesday night, so you guys keep it on your calendar. Wednesday night I'm gonna go live. I think I'm gonna start going live every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night from now on, I'm gonna go live and do some live Q&A just for 1 hour. So keep that in mind, guys. Put that on your calendar. I'm gonna get better with this Q&A thing. You know, I just, you know, I want to be helpful. I want to be helpful for you guys. That's what my channel is all about. Is education and motivation to get your barber business going. You know, and if you guys have any questions, drop them below. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, and make sure you guys smash on that like button, on that bell button, so that you guys get notification every time that I drop a new video, guys. With that being said, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna drop 2 new tutorials my next 2 days, so keep an eye out for them. They're good tutorials. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you, and I'm glad you guys enjoy my channel, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Grind on.